Good morning, boys and girls. It's story time, and today's story is called Fiona Flamingo. It's going to be about some feelings. The author is Rachel Chu, and the illustrator is Kate Jeffrey. Let's get ready with our whole body listening song. Eyes are watching, ears are listening, voices quiet, bodies calm. This is how we listen, this is how we listen at story time, Fiona Flamingo. Flamingo, something we do, kind of a bird that we see down by the ocean, our ocean theme. On a beautiful sunny afternoon where life was simply the best, a little flamingo named Fiona hatched from an egg in her nest. Little Fiona grew up making lots of friends. They played flamingo games from day's start to day's end. As the time passed, the birds all became stronger. They also got pinker, and their feathers grew longer. Fiona's not turning pinker. They turned pinker and pinker. With each feather they grew, they got bigger and bigger until some of them flew. There's Fiona watching them, still not turning pink. Fiona remained featherless until it happened one night. She woke up with feathers. They weren't pink, but they were bright white. Yes, she is. She looks pretty with the white feathers. The other flamingos gasped and stared at her in shock. They couldn't believe what they were seeing and wildly began to squawk. Oh, I don't think they were making her feel very good. They were all pink, but she's a pretty white. Her friends looked at the white feathers, not knowing what to think. You're not the right color. Flamingos are supposed to be pink. Look at, she's turning, you can tell she's not feeling very happy. She's turning away from the people that are talking about her. With everyone shouting, Fiona began to get scared. She looked at her feathers, and then she looked at theirs, so she's comparing. She can tell that she's different. You don't have to be so loud, and please don't make a scene. That's when Fiona started shaking, and her feathers turned to green. Oh, wow. When her friends saw the change, they squawked louder and meaner. Fiona got more anxious, and her feathers grew greener. So she's getting greener with everyone making fun of her. Her friends looked at the green feathers, not knowing what to think. Stop being so silly, Fiona. Flamingos are supposed to be pink. Oh no, said Fiona. This is worse than just bad. But her friends kept on squawking. And then Fiona finally got mad. Now she's mad at everybody making fun of her. You're making me angry, she jumped and furiously said. That's when Fiona started yelling, and her feathers turned to red. Whew, she's almost like a chameleon, changing her colors. The flock became silent, hoping things would get better. But Fiona got madder, and her feathers grew redder. Her friends looked at the red feathers, not knowing what to think. Don't you think you should calm down now? Flamingos are supposed to be pink. They all rushed to hug her, and now Fiona felt bad. Her anger was fading, but now she felt sad. She whimpered and cried, I'm all mixed up in hue. That's when Fiona started sobbing, and her feathers turned to blue. Blue. were sad and turned to blue. The flock watched from afar, and their concerns grew truer. But Fiona just got sadder, and her feathers grew bluer. Let me show you. See? You can tell she's sad. She's got a tear in her eye. Her friends looked at the blue feathers, not knowing what to think. Just what kind of bird are you? Flamingos are supposed to be pink. No one could cheer her up, so instead they stayed away. That's when Fiona got lonely and her feathers turned to gray. So now she's lonely. A young chick floated up with a gaze so pure and true. I hope my feathers change colors when I'm as big as you. Ah, somebody wants to be like Fiona, because we can all be different. Fiona flashed a happy smile, and her feathers erupted in color. It was a surprise to everyone. No feather was like any other. Wow, she could turn into a rainbow-colored flamingo. Wow. Pink, white, and green, red, blue, and gray. She was every single color now. And that's the way she'd stay. The entire flock gathered around, and Fiona gave a big wink. I guess we've all learned a lesson here. Flamingos don't have to be pink. The end. Fiona Flamingo. Flamingos don't have to be pink. Everybody's a little bit different, and you know what? Different doesn't mean less. Different just means different. We all have differences. Bye, boys and girls.